IGLES, Eagles. And a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Seb Money.
4 days for that. I'm not gonna come over to your house if y'all gonna embarrass me like that. No.
We're gonna sing to you.
So yeah, I know. I'm completely aware. I have to be everywhere on Sunday. Super Bowl. My birthday is on the Super Bowl this year, which is actually ironic. If the Eagles do win, I've said this to EJ, I've said this to everybody else, I have to become an Eagles fan partially. I'm sorry, not an Eagles fan. I just have to be more considerate and more courteous towards the Eagles.
Yeah, you shouldn't hate on him as much. All you do is hate on him.
I'm gonna need a T-shirt that says February 9th Super Bowl champions. I'm gonna need one.
You said Super Bowl champions, not just the matchup. You're gonna need the champions on there too.
Yeah.
I will buy you that shirt.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna pay for that, so someone's gonna have to buy it for me.
No, I'm gonna buy that for you just so you remember that day that we won on your birthday.
I'm gonna have to not hate the Eagles anymore. If they win, I would say the same thing for the Chiefs, but since the Patriots are in the AFC. You can't support your interconference teams. That's why all my other teams are the Bucks and the 49ers.
He's learning.
They would take the 49ers spot. So,
God, the Niners. All right, so
those are the next year's champions.
It's a rematch of the 2023 Super Bowl. Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl Sunday, Seb Money Sunday. My team's in the Super Bowl. It's his birthday. We're going to give you a breakdown of this game. All right. As you know, we are both tied going into this game with a 9-3 record on the 12 playoff games. It is on the line that one of us has to take an ice bath, the loser, and the winner has to ask the person in the ice bath
20 questions.
No, 10 questions.
You're
10 questions.
You're worse,
Dude,
man.
they're not going to want to listen to 20 questions.
Quick
ones. We got to make it more viewer-friendly.
Okay, you could just be like, all right, 2 times 2, 4. And then keep... No, all right, fine. 10 questions.
10 questions. They're going to be good questions, okay? And you cannot get out until those questions are answered.
God.
So, we're both 9-3. Loser has taken ice bath and cannot get out until the winner's 10 questions are answered. So, let's take you away. We're going to give you one bold prediction. Who we think is going to win this game. You already know who's going to win my game, who I think is going to win this game, but I'm going to tell you why the Eagles are going to stop this three-peat. So, this is going to be a game of breaking trends, all right? The Chiefs have won 17 straight one-score games. The ball is eventually not going to roll their way, okay? That is a regular season, that is a whole regular season worth of games. 17 straight one-score games. That's got to break. Also, the Chiefs are undefeated with this officiating crew of refs. That has to break, okay?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And this officiating crew is 6-1.
Now I see why almost a million people signed up to boycott this game.
Yeah?
Yeah, a million people signed the petition to boycott.
Exactly. This is a game to break trends. The Eagles are here to win. They're here to stop the team that has won the Super Bowl 2 years in a row, and they're here to not let history be made. Okay? Another trend is another trend I strongly think is going to break, okay, other than the Eagles winning, is that the Chiefs haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 9 straight playoff games.
Oh, God.
Okay?
So which one's going to happen? Is he going to rush for 100 yards, or are they going to stop it?
He's going to rush for 100 yards.
Okay.
Like I just said, this is a game of breaking trends. They've won 17 straight one-score games. The spread's 1.5. The Eagles are going to win.
The spread's actually 1 now.
It is now 1 because everyone was buying the Eagles, which kind of worries me.
Yeah.
We got to let the fans win.
Remember last year, everybody bought the 49ers?
I don't know why, because the Chiefs were underdogs. I have no idea why everyone bought the 49ers. That was crazy. Take Patrick Mahomes as an underdog in the Super Bowl. And it's going to break the trend of 17 straight one-score games. You can't win 17 straight one-score games, and you can't be undefeated with this crew of officials. The NFL doesn't want this narrative of it's rigged to occur. So, Saquon Barkley is averaging 147 rushing yards per game in the playoffs. Okay? 147 rushing yards per game.
jersey on, man?
Because I ain't. This is good luck. Okay.
Oh my god.
My girl told me the other day. She's like,
Yeah,
that
EJ's
jersey
cuff
smells
now.
like BO, and I was like, yeah, I ain't washing it. I ain't washing the jersey. I don't care if I was told by a female that this jersey is my girlfriend too. That this jersey smells like BO. I don't care. Okay. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this jersey. That's what's going on. I'll wash it after we win the Super Bowl.
You've had that what for 6 years now?
No, this is my third year because I got it the year that we made it to the
stitched,
Super
too,
Bowl.
and it's stitched,
And it's
and
stitched.
it's
This is a
So
steal,
that thing
man.
really stinks if it's stitched then. If you haven't washed it for however long you had it,
I've washed it once.
and it's stitched. Oh,
Dude, you don't wash jerseys. How often do you wash a jersey?
No, yeah, because then it's just gonna go like it's gonna
Fade.
Yeah, fade, dude. I don't wash
Exactly.
any of my jerseys. Trust me.
Put down in the comment section below how many times you guys wash your jerseys. I don't wash my jerseys.
I only wash it if like I sweat in it so bad that it's just like.
I'll wash it after a game if I go to a game for sure.
Exactly.
And once a season. Also, the Eagles have the most rushing yards ever in a season if you include the postseason.
My God.
3,731 yards. James Cook had 85 rushing yards on 13 carries. That's 6.5 yards per carry.
Damn.
The Chiefs are not going to be able to stop Saquon Barkley.
Nope.
I think that's why the Eagles are going to win this game. All right? They are going to win.
Saquon is going off. I'm going to give you that. Saquon's going to go off.
100%.
There's no way. The Chiefs can't stop the run.
I think the Eagles win this game 39-37. That's my score prediction. If we talk about the Eagles' offense, okay, Hurts has more yards, 505, than Mahomes is 422, and has more touchdowns, 7, than Mahomes is 4.
You have a very high
throughout
score
the playoffs.
prediction. The point total is at 49.
Yeah,
So
well, I think it's
they
gonna
have
go
this thing
crazy.
going like lower.
I don't think it's going to go low. Another thing is, the Eagles play a lot of man coverage. Mahomes' second worst game, when you talk about passer rating and completion percentage, was against the
coverage.
Browns, who play
Man,
all man coverage. So,
they also have a great corner in like Denzel Ward. I'm not saying
Quinyon
you guys
Mitchell.
don't. I'm not saying you guys don't. Hold on. I'm saying you guys don't, but they have an all pro. They have a Pro Bowler at corner.
let's talk about narratives too. Okay? Let's talk about, and Quinyon Mitchell's been playing like an all-pro. I think, pretty sure he was second team all-pro. Darius Slay, dog. If you watched him last game, he balled out last
This
game.
is very likely his last game with the Eagles.
That's what he said. Let's leave it all out there and let's leave with the ring.
Yep.
All right? It's Saquon Barkley's birthday. Okay?
And Cooper DeJean. Damn.
Yes. You beat me to it. And it's Cooper DeJean's birthday. Those are storylines. That's what gives me faith.
I need a Cooper
that the
DeJean
Eagles
jersey.
are going to win this. Yeah, we want some white lightning. But Eagles win this game. Hurts is on a mission. Okay? And here's another thing that I got to talk about. Okay? Give me 1 second because I got all these stats on my phone. Here's another thing I want to talk about, all right? Because we need to talk about that beautiful performance in the NFC Championship game. The record for most rushing touchdowns in a conference championship game was 5. They had 7 against the Commanders. Eagles scored on 7 out of 10 possessions. This is for Chrissy Boy, who thinks the refs had a hand in this game.
Well,
They scored on 70% of their possessions.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay? Also, 2,476 is the record for most rushing yards in a season, including playoffs. Saquon needs 30 more yards to break that. Another thing is, Jalen Hurts is 13-0 in the last 13 games he started and finished. The refs have nothing to do with that. Another thing is, the previous record for most points in a game scored was 47. We're talking about a conference game. The Eagles scored 55. All right? And the last 19 QBs to lose their Super Bowl debut never made it back to the dance. Jalen Hurts is here, the first quarterback to ever lose his first game and then make it back to the Super Bowl. To lose his first game in the Super Bowl and make it back, I should say. Nick Sirianni is also the first Eagles coach to make it to 2 Super Bowls. Take us away, Seb.
You got any bold predictions for us?
My bold prediction is DeAndre Hopkins over 10.5 receiving yards.
Is that it? You don't got any more?
Eagles win. Oh, I'll give you another
Saquon?
one. Saquon Barkley over 100 yards. His line's at 150.
There you go.
That's why I didn't want to touch it.
Okay, throw
But
some more in there if you
over
want.
on-
I have
said he was
3.
gonna break. I said
I
he
have
was
3.
he was going to break the trend of 9 straight games that the Chiefs not
Okay,
allowed
so
100 yards.
DeAndre
rushing.
Hopkins, what?
Over 10.5.
And Saquon Barkley
Over 100. And
Okay.
then another thing is Devontae Smith is going to be the first player in football history to win the Heisman, the college national championship, and the Super Bowl. It's never been done. He's going to do that. And it's going to be right around his hometown because he's right from Alabama,
All
which
right.
is not far from New Orleans.
No, it's not. Well, now that you got EJ's take on this game, unfortunately, we had to decide who we're going to pick. Obviously, EJ's going to pick his team, right? So that left me with the Kansas City Chiefs.
You don't sound too excited about that.
I mean,
You don't feel comfortable picking the Chiefs?
no, because
You don't feel comfortable that you don't have to take an ice bath?
I feel comfortable with the Chiefs because it's Patrick Mahomes, and there's a reason in here why I think that they're gonna win because of this one reason. But at the end of the day, the Eagles have been playing beautiful football, man, in the playoffs. In the season, for the most part, yes, but there's been really ugly times. But in the playoffs, though, they don't really need to pass the ball. They have Saquon Barkley. If Saquon gets hurt, though, if God forbid no one ever wants that, then the Eagles are cooked because I don't think they're going to be able to do what they've been able to do as of right now. So, but for me, Vic Fangio is 0-8 versus Patrick Mahomes all the time. That's something that you can't breaking trends could be all beautiful and everything. But realistically, Vic Fangio has never beat Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't know how to do it. He's had 8 tries and he hasn't done it once. So I built a case of why the Chiefs will win because this is what I had to do. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who's gonna win this game. I don't. I can't throw a shoe out there and say, oh, it's gonna be them. I have no idea. Just no idea. It could go one play both ways. Chiefs beat the Eagles last Super Bowl, as we know, and Mahomes never beat Brady. So, the only way to secure his GOAT debate is to be the only quarterback in NFL history to three-peat. That's the only way Brady will not be considered the GOAT when it's all said and done between these two quarterbacks. This is why the Chiefs must win, because Mahomes knows he is 0-4 versus Brady. Brady never three-peated because of the Eagles. What better way to solidify a GOAT debate at the end of your career when you say, I three-peated, and guess who I beat for the three-peat? The Eagles. A team that Brady couldn't beat twice. He beat them once in 08 was it? Or 09? But he couldn't beat them twice to three-peat. So Mahomes knows that. Hate to admit it, but the calls do go towards the Chiefs. And it is not something you want to admit as an NFL fan. But it is true. It is the facts. They do go towards the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he gets touched like that. It's a 15-yarder going that way. It's unfortunate. I don't get it. I see this game being very tight like the last Super Bowl. Very high scoring. And it will get ugly with the play calling at the end. Well, not the play calling. I'm sorry. With the calls at the end, I feel like. Just like the last Super Bowl where James Bradbury held Juju. As a DB, I honestly... you get away with that call.
I think so.
You
don't call that to
You don't call that to decide a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe you call that to decide week 18 of a game or week 17 or something. But to decide a Super Bowl, that was such a baby call. And looking back on it, in the moment, I was like, yeah, that was a hold. It was a hold, but it wasn't something to affect. I mean, Juju was overthrown, completely. So, and Juju is not fast to get there. Anyway, I feel like it's going to get ugly towards the end of this game. Chiefs do have a very underrated defense. People do overlook their defense, and their defense is actually pretty solid when it comes down to it, especially in the really big games. They have been squeezing by every game this year, and the Eagles are known to make costly mistakes, which the Chiefs will capitalize on, which they have done all season long. The Bills made a costly mistake. The Ravens made a costly mistake in the playoffs.
You're absolutely right about that. You can't make a mistake against the Chiefs.
You cannot make a mistake versus the Chiefs. And Eagles are known to make mistakes. They do it quite often.
The Texans.
Yeah. right? So I'm not being a hater here. I'm being a realist. This is how it is. But they've been capitalizing against opponents that make mistakes versus the Chiefs all season long. With that being said, you never bet against Patrick Mahomes. Give me the Chiefs 31-28, going over 49 points.
31-28.
31-28.
That's a field goal.
So you want to know why? Who have been the two most struggling kickers this year in the NFL?
Justin Tuck is one of them.
You're missing two. Jake Elliott
Yeah, he's been bad.
and Harrison Butker.
I know Jake Elliott's been bad. I didn't
Harrison
know
Butker's
that
been
bad.
hurt. He came back
I was
off
gonna
injury.
say, I know he's been hurt.
And then he was shanking stuff left and right. So what better way to decide the fate with two struggling kickers?
The struggling kicker on the Eagles. That's the
Struggling
better
kicker on the Chiefs.
way. I'm saying the better way, though, is to
Here's
choose
the way
one
I
of the
see this
Eagles.
going. Jake Elliott's going to walk down and miss it. Patrick Mahomes will have 2 minutes on the clock. He's going to walk down, and Harrison Butker's going to
He
doink
might as well
it in.
never play in Philadelphia ever again if that happens.
Harrison Butker
He'll
will.
die.
Harrison, I'm so far 1-0 and calling like doinks. Harrison Butker will doink the winning kick in.
I should doink my fist across your face.
I'm only doing this because we have to do it this way. This is not my choice.
No, this is jacked up. You didn't have to call it doink. That's messed
I'm
up.
calling a doink. I'm calling a doink right now.
Oh my god.
So, to my bold predictions, hold your fist for February 14th, all right? Because we need that. Point total, over 49 points. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, like EJ said it as well. Hollywood Brown, over 40 receiving yards.
That's a good one.
I think Hollywood Brown has been waiting for this all of his career. Why not? Why sign someone if you're not going to use him, like, at his caliber? So I think that they're going to get him heavily involved. And for last but not least, the cherry on top, Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown. Because we always see these type of players score. I mean, Mecole Hardman won the game for them last time. Well, where is he now, right?
Yeah.
So, and also Xavier
sure he's on
Worthy
the
is super
Chiefs now.
fast. Yeah, he's a kick returner.
But I love DeAndre Hopkins over 10.5 receiving yards, man. That is his prop, minus 120.
10.5 receiving yards?
10.5 receiving yards.
That's going to go up.
So what?
I
don't think it is.
Because
dude.
Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy
Yes.
have had good playoffs. Okay.
But, like, you were talking about a Hall of Fame caliber wide receiver in the biggest game he's played in his career. If you don't think he's getting over 10.5 receiving yards, you're crazy. I think that's a lock.
So,
And his anytime touchdown is plus 425, so you can choose that too.
Chiefs, Eagles, obviously, I don't know what's gonna happen. I would love for them to win because it's my birthday and he's my boy. But I don't know, man. I really, like, if I'm being honest, I usually know, like, oh yeah, Chiefs, you know this and that. But this, I don't know, man. I generally don't know. I see this going both ways. Both teams have bad qualities and both teams have good qualities.
The Eagles have to throw the ball. They have the least pass attempts out of the whole NFL. They are 32nd.
The way the
in
Chiefs
pass
win this
attempts.
game is they shut down the run. If they shut down Saquon, they're going to win.
I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts, he's been balling.
He has, but
I know you heard Nick Sirianni at that podium. How about that quarterback? How about Jalen Hurts? He stepped up, man, and he's going to step up again.
Jalen Hurts just pisses me off.
Another thing, Devontae Smith, I forgot to mention, averages the most receiving yards per game against the Chiefs at any receiver in their career for a minimum of 3 games. If they've played at least 3 games against the Chiefs, Devontae Smith averages the most. And then it goes Andre Johnson, Marvin Harrison, and then Jamar Chase.
Well, a week after this, you'll see one of us in an ice bath. Exactly a week from today, you'll see one of us
Ice
in
up,
an
son.
ice bath.
Ice up, son.
You'll see one of us in an ice bath. I hope it's not me. I could probably use it more, actually, right now. My body's cooked. But one of us will be in an ice bath. It's probably going to be him.
I'm going to add something to this. We're going to put the ice bath temperature to the total score of this game.
No, you're
That's
reaching.
what we're doing.
So what if the total score is 10?
It ain't going to be 10. And the ice bath doesn't get that cold.
What if it's 20,
The coldest it
25?
gets is like, the coldest it, okay, then we'll put it at 33 because that's the coldest that it gets. You can't put it at 32. That's what water freezes at.
So if the score is at 60, if
Which
you
that's-
have it going over 60, That's not really an ice bath.
Oh, it'll be cold for you. You don't take ice baths. You'll be cold.
Well, we'll see you guys
But
next
I'm thinking
week.
it's going to be like in the 50s.
We'll see you guys next week for our ice bath punishment. Whoever it is, me or him, we don't know. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? I might not even make it through the weekend. Who knows? But we'll see you guys next week. And,
Like, comment, subscribe.
and I guess go whoever's the better team. You got anything to say?
Go Birds. Wish Seb a happy birthday in the comments.